Hello everybody, it is Night is Bernie time, and welcome back to Let's Play Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. That's right, we are back with Apollo Justice. I haven't recorded in so long. My heart wasn't in it the past 2 months, being at the toxic work environment I was, as explained in my community post, so if you want the full story, go there. But I'm back, but without a few updates. Trying to run 2 Let's Plays and do a react series at the same time, that took me like 4 hours to record everything I needed to keep up that schedule. And, I only get 2 days off, so I decided I'm just gonna focus on this, and I'm gonna focus on Gen 4 Revisited, and that's what I'm gonna do from here on out. Eventually, we will go back. Maybe. But we will see, because I do want to play through all the Ace Attorney games, and after this one we're probably going to go back and finish the Great Ace Attorney, because I didn't get a chance to finish that one before this came out. So that's just a little update, but without further ado, I'm excited to get back in. I actually think this, recording so many episodes of Apollo, there's always the risk of burnout. But now we're back, and, I'm interested to see where this third case goes, because, as you know, the third case through the end is always where the games are the most interesting, as we're really in the thick of the overall plot. Okay, Athena, what next? So we just got finished talking to good old boy over here. To the maintenance area, it would seem. So this is the maintenance area. Let's see. During the mock trial, Prosecutor Gavin said that the art room is right above here on the 3rd floor, and that the body was dropped from there onto a high jump mat from the storehouse. Right. Then he claimed that the body was transported to the stage in a ball cart. And then, that was the right condition. There's someone else here. Hey, it's Robin! Whoa! You scared the crud out of me! Yikes! Right back at you! So what are you doing out here? I'm working out so that I can become strong enough to save Juniper! But I'm so worked up! My training brace is almost breaking at the seams! Oh, right. The girl you got arrested. So, you're psyching yourself up to rescue her? Yes, because I'm the manliest of men! That's why I work out with my manly brace, dude. You're probably a freaking twink in reality. I bet you. Except that I hear some discord in that manliest of men's voice of yours. Are they actually a girl? Is that where this is going? Maybe. I don't mean to be rude, but can't you talk without shouting? Sorry, I'll try not to shout so much, if at all possible, that is. Which is not at all possible by the sound of it. So, do you mind if I ask you some questions about Junie's lawyer? No problem. Ask away. Keep them coming, man. Ouch, my ears ache already. Robin, could you tell me a little more about yourself? You want to know about me? I'm a second-rate member of the Fine Arts Club! The Fine Arts Club? If you're thinking that voice is really annoying, that's on purpose, because this character is kind of annoying. Looks like a broken pottery or plaster. Maybe this is the source of that noise we heard? There were supposedly 2 statues on the stage. I seem to recall hearing that a co-ed from the Fine Art Club had made them. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. This is just an illustration, but it's not half bad. Wicked statues? Wait, are those supposed to be you and Mr. Wright? Bingo, Fraulein. Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. Say, did you create those stage statues by any chance? You bet I did. Both of them. Put my blood, sweat, and tears into those things, man. It must have been terrible seeing them all smashed up like that. Nah, I couldn't face Professor Court if I let something like that get me down. Oops. What do you mean? Professor Court was the finest club advisor. She was all about truth and beauty, man. She always said the only good result is the truth. That and only lawyers who seek the truth through legitimate means produce worthwhile results. Yes, I'm totally on your guy's side. She must have been an incredible woman. Yeesh, you call me loud when I practice my chords of steel. Sorry, I don't know why I've turned Apollo Justice into a 4-kid stub. I'm sorry, it's been a while. Aw, man! Why'd I have to take the prosecutor course? I mean, how am I supposed to save Juniper if I'm studying to be a prosecutor? Don't worry, I'll clear Junie's name, you'll see. The 3 of us had a dream. We swore we'd make it happen together! Prosecutor, lawyer, judge, the 3 of us would hold fair and honest trials. The dark age of the law, we were gonna put a nail in its coffin, man! Wow, you guys swore to do that? But no, that stupid school rule had to ruin it. School rule? Which one? Anyone with a prior conviction, no matter how minor the offense, they won't be allowed to graduate from this stupid holier-than-thou school! A tough legal academy with even tougher rules. Junie will never become a judge unless I can prove her innocence. And if I fail, the 3 of them will never realize their dream. It's like someone put pressure on my pressure. Well, I think I've talked to everyone who is somehow linked to the case. Okay, maybe it's about time we wrapped up our investigation. Oh wait, we haven't met with Junie yet. Yeah, you're right. Let's head over there to the detention center. Okay, before I say anything. How old is she? Okay, so she's 18. So she has to be about to graduate. She's about Makoto's age. Thena, thank you so much for coming. She called me Thena like she used to. Maybe she's finally letting her guard down. Well, I mean, at this point, she's about to go to jail for murder, so I can't really blame her for dropping any masks she's put up so far. Junie, the crime's unfolding exactly like your script. Any idea what's going on here? You wanted to make it fair, so the script was kept secret until the day of the mock trial. And the only people who knew the details were Professor Court and I. Nothing we haven't heard already so far. So far? However... Yes? What is it, Junie? Well, there was this one article in the school paper. You mean this one? It's more like a tabloid piece than a newspaper article, if you ask me. I've been worried about... oh, no. I've been worried that the trial would wreck the friendship between Robin, you, and me. She wants to stay friends, but both the guys are hoping to take it to the next level. Oh, that passion of high school drama. Wish I could have experienced it. And I know I shouldn't have, but I revised the script to favor the prosecution. But Professor Court noticed it immediately and changed it back. Ah, so if Robin had won, Hugh wouldn't have been able to confess his love to Junie. And that would have kept the trio's relationship the same. Ever knew Junie could be so devious. Sorry, I guess my personal problems probably won't be of any help in court, huh? You never know. Help often comes from the most unexpected places, especially an ace attorney. Thanks, Juniper. Also, I am going to point this out. The school should have never let this bet happen. Like, it's completely inappropriate and kind of sexist. I mean, it's basically like, hey, female student, you're now a trophy for some guy to win. Hold up 1 second. Sorry about that. Either the cats got into a lot of cupboards last night, or I just forgot to close them before I went to sleep. Which is equally bad. Excuse me. I was wondering about the awl you had on you when you were arrested. It was the murder weapon from the mock trial. Professor Court and I were prepping it in the art room until the day before the trial. I didn't even realize I still had it on me until I was arrested. We got nothing to worry about. There shouldn't be any way to link it to the crime. Still, that blood-red color on the awl bothers me. Wasn't it just paint or something? I mean, I was looking at it from pretty far away, but it probably was just paint. But that's what bothers me. It wasn't on the awl when we were prepping it yesterday. It wasn't? Wait a minute, was Court actually killed the day before? I think that's what's going on. It wasn't? Then how and when did it get there? Well, before the mock trial began, I showed Thena and Mr. Wright to the waiting room. And then I went back to my dressing room to get the trial props we were going to use. That's when I found the art room key in the awl with what looked like blood on it. A key in the awl? Professor Court normally has the art room key since she's the Fine Arts Club advisor. And since that key was there in the dressing room, I thought she was the one who had painted the awl to look like it had blood on it. After all, she always insisted that props should be realistic, so... It all suddenly shows up on the day of the trial with what looks like blood on it. I have a really bad feeling about this. Me too. But let's not jump the gun on this. You and Professor Court were busy preparing the mock trial together yesterday, right? Was that the last time you saw her? Yes. I left school at around 6 p.m. Did you notice anything different about her? No, I didn't notice anything out of the ordinary. She looked and acted the same as always. I would have never guessed she'd end up like this. Looks like we're about out of time. Thank you for coming to see me. We'll do everything we can to prove you innocent tomorrow. I know, and I believe in you. Dina? Well, I should go now. Bye. She gonna be alright? She's like a shadow of the girl we met back at the academy. The Junie I knew was always like that. A little weak and sickly. But the fact that she's lifted her facade shows that she trusts us. Even still. What is it? Well, when Junie and her two friends were talking about their friendship, I sensed some discord in their hearts. Seriously? Yeah, but it was really faint. I might have been mistaken. There's no reason to doubt their friendship. Is there? Don't worry. Everything will be fine. You and Juniper are friends, right? You know that friend I mentioned to you earlier? Well, get this. Whenever something's troubling one of us, the other can just feel it. That's real friendship. I suppose you're right. Might as well forget about that and concentrate on the trial. Yep, tomorrow's the big day. Let's sort out what we know so far. Okay? The victim, Professor Constance Court, was murdered in the art room on the 3rd floor. Then her body was moved to the outdoor stage in the quad. Also, the location where we found the body was just as the mock trial script described. I wish those were the only similarities they shared. What do you mean? What I mean is the script in this case are exactly the same in almost every respect. So it follows the actual trial may very well unfold just like the mock trial did. Oh no! The mock trial ended right before the prosecution was about to win. Well, that's not gonna happen. This time, Junie will be declared not guilty. Of course, I intend to get results the honest way. We can do this. We'll be fine. After all, I have Apollo, and he's the king of being fine. Okay, I don't know why you had to load into a to be continued screen. But, you know, alright. That's investigation. Day 1. All completed. We will now head into the first day of the trial. Let's go. My butterflies have butterflies in their stomach. So, what's it like to have your very own case for the first time? My heart hasn't raced this fast since I ran that full marathon last year. If it keeps up, you might get a lawyer's high. You know, like a runner's high? Relax, everyone. Relax. Everyone's nervous their first time. So my fears weren't unfounded. After all, today's prosecutor is so terribly brutal and willing to use any means necessary to win a conviction. There's that the end justifies the means concept again. Now that it has come to this, we have no choice but to fight fire with fire. The end justifies the means. I wish he'd stop saying that. That's your method, Professor. I'm going to defend Juniper in my own way. But, Miss Sykes, just yesterday you told me... But if this trial proceeds in the same manner and ends in the same way as the mock trial, would you not lose everything you've worked so hard to gain? Well, I'll just have to make sure that doesn't happen then, won't I? Aye, but aren't you a stubborn one? Well, I suppose you will have to learn of your own inefficacy the hard way. God, this guy's so punchable. Forgive me, Professor Means, but can we just leave it at that? Oh dear, please forgive me. It's just I wish to protect Juniper by any means I can. I do too, but... Now if you would excuse me... Ugh, thanks to him I'm feeling even more pressure than before. Don't let it get to you, Athena. And don't forget to keep smiling. I'll be fine, and I haven't forgotten what Mr. Wright said. The worst of times are when lawyers have to force their biggest smiles. The trial is about to begin. I'll show you to the courtroom if you please. Apollo, I'm counting on you to support Athena this time. Okay, Mr. Wright. Leave it to me. That's right, I have Apollo to back me up. Junie's fate rests in my hands. I won't rest until she walks free. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. Athena Sykes, defense team leader, is ready, Your Honor. That didn't sound very confident. You sure you're okay? I'll be fine. God, why do I keep trying to turn Apollo into a 4-Kid stuff? Your boldness. I know. As usual, want me to deliver the opening statement. God! This case is crystal clear. I see no need to explicate it any further. Now, summon the witness. Is there something the matter? Please do share your boldness. Whatever give you that idea? Bailiff, please call our first witness. Now we don't even get an opening statement? Since when did you ever get an opening statement? That's not how it works in this universe. Not at all, unfortunately. Sorry, got my water with me today. Detective Fulbright, he and Prosecutor Blackwell have become quite the team. Oh, right, the case brief. Leave it to me. Yes, let the detective in charge, everyone's friend of justice, explain. What was that just now? It's like he and Blackwell are totally in sync. Well, I don't think they're capable of mind melding, if that's what you're thinking. All right, Detective Fulbright, would you please explain the case to the court? Professor Court's body was discovered on October 24th at approximately 2:30 p.m. She was murdered with all I have here. The victim's blood and the defendant's prints were discovered were both discovered on it. Once again, it's been a while since I've done this recording. Court's autopsy report was added to the court record. Wow, that bird can deliver evidence too? Blackwell has trained him well. Maybe Blackwell should train him not to mess up people's hair while he's at it. Moving right along. The body was discovered on the outdoor stage, although no blood was found there. However, we detected traces of a massive amount of blood in the third-floor art room. Excuse me. In short, the murder took place in the art room. So then the body had been moved from the art room to the stage. Precisely, and there's one more piece of irrefutable evidence. A recording made by a tape recorder that a school paper reporter hid in the art room. It captured a female voice screaming, "You're a goner." What's this? You have such a recording? Can you present it to the court, please? Must be from that tape recorder Miriam mentioned. But why is this the first we've heard of a death threat at the moment of the murder? Shh! Silence, please! I would like to play the tape for you now. Really, no voice acting there? Come on. You're a goner! I don't know who that character is yet, so I can't really do a voice. It is quite hard to hear. The voice does sound female. The noise and low volume of the voice have made voice print analysis all but impossible. And you haven't identified the voice as belonging to the defendant. Not so fast. After all, voice print analysis isn't everything. The victim was killed at night, then discovered in the afternoon the next day. The question is, when was the body moved? Oh, I know. It could have been moved in the middle of the night when no one was around. Sorry, but no. The campus was full of students that morning. However, no one reported seeing a body, unless they were all sworn to silence. That means the body was moved sometime before the mock trial when all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall and the rest of the campus was empty. It was during this time Hugo Connor, one of the mock trial participants, found the body. So the prosecution heard about Hugh seeing the body. Wait one moment. If all the students and faculty were gathered in the lecture hall, then there wouldn't have been anyone who could have moved the body. Haha! Have no fear, for there is always an exception. An exception? The 3 mock trial participants were standing by in individual dressing rooms. They were the only ones who had free access to the deserted campus before the mock trial. What? Then that would mean... What would that mean? Those 3 students were the only ones who could have moved the body. In justice we trust. I don't like where this is headed, Athena. Me neither. By those 3 I mean Hugh O'Connor, Robin Newman, and Juniper Woods. I knew it. Please, Detective Fulbright, don't say what I think you're about to say. In justice we trust. I take it everyone understands now. The voice to believe to be that of the murderer was female. And out of the 3 people who could have moved the body, just 1 is a girl. That leaves the defendant, Juniper Woods, as the only possibility. No! Sorry, I can't. Impressive. He has you on the ropes even before any cross-examinations. Could at least pretend to be upset for me. A splendid job, Fulbright. That could not be any clearer. Feel free to anticipate a salary raise next month. Ha ha ha! I don't do this for the money. It's all about justice. In justice we trust. Not only a half-wit, but a perennial stick in the mud you are. Guess neither the carrot nor the stick works on Detective Fulbright. Now, bailiff, please bring our next witness to the stand. So, our first witness is a cardboard box? Stealth mode deactivated. Oh my, the box has hands. Smile, Your Honor. What the dickens? I've just had my picture taken. Miriam Scuttlebutt, senior at the Legal Academy. I'm a reporter on the judge course. Juniper's been a bad girl. I'll tell you all about her crime. Might I ask whether you could come out of that box? How will I get any more scoops if I blow my cover? So the answer is no. After all, covert action is an undercover reporter's bread and butter. But testimony from a faithless witness is highly irregular. This is the Ace Attorney games. A former ninja I met in the clink said that exposing those who work in the shadows is to pass the death sentence upon them. Oh my, I never thought of it that way. Very well, if it would spare a life, I'll make a special exception this time. A former ninja in prison? Holy Shinto! How could the judge believe this load of crock? Now your testimony, please. Oh, but take care not to reveal your face. And we will get into this testimony next time on Apolojustice Dual Destinies. Yes, that's right. We have come to the end. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm kind of excited to be back in it. And I'm excited to see where this case goes. But until then, thank you all for watching. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to Brony Time for more content, especially more Dual Destinies. Also, make sure to share this video far and wide. It always helps to get new eyes on the series and new Ace Attorney fans as well. See you next time.